You're boss at recruitment and you're going alone. You've got your LinkedIn account and your mobile phone. You've got the candidates playing hard to
Doing a speech, mate. Doing a speech.
So much time of going to and
What, the
fro.
wedding?
You get
What are you doing? Do you know what? I nearly wore mine. I know exactly what we're going to think.
hours or searching and hours
You-
of stress. Come on, candidates, just gig it.
Team Pride. Oh, I wish I wore mine. I didn't think you. I thought wedding vibes is over.
This is the last of the wedding vibes, I reckon.
Oh, I've missed it. That was a perfect opportunity.
When I got up this morning, it's like wedding bride t-shirt is going on. Team Bride. We that's on a wonk, innit? Jesus, look at that. Maybe not change it. Seen better days.
The light's on the wonk, but the camera's straight. That's the important thing.
It's gonna be one of those today, right? Yeah.
Rushed.
This is the last hurrah.
Right. Okay.
This is the last.
Well.
Oh,
no,
you actually.
no.
I lost
Sorry,
my
I
shit.
put the team down.
That's all right. It was good, wasn't it? It was
So good.
amazing weekend.
Yeah, so good. Monday, mate, I had like holiday blues.
Yeah.
Actually, I genuinely felt really sad. I was like, what? Yeah, it was lovely. What was nice is it was like the whole weekend. It was like because we were Team Bride, we were, we kind of got ready with.
Yeah, just in case anyone's listening for the first time, Andy's sister got married last weekend. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
But mate, it has been all go since Friday.
Yeah,
since
but
Friday
it's
afternoon.
not stopping.
No.
Yeah, it's still it's not stopping.
It's been like the last week has been absolutely. I've been in the red the whole time.
Really?
Oh yeah.
On your whoop.
No. Actually, I mean
right.
like in the revs.
Right.
In the whoop, I've been in the green until this morning.
Right. Okay.
Got like 9 hours. A night nurse last night. Night nurse to the max. Bosh, like fucking chucked it down. I was knocked out for 9 hours 15 minutes. Whoop woke me up this morning. It's like this is your longest sleep ever. And I've dropped down into the yellow, even with 9 hours sleep. Yeah.
But
down.
it has been go. I've not exercised.
No, I've
not exercised once.
Mate, I've been well out my routine.
Yeah.
I've not exercised. I've not been in the ice bath. I've not meditated. I was going to sneak a cheeky meditation in before you got here, but they used around the corner. So I was like, I'm not going to get time.
But even today we're short on time.
Today we're short on time. Yeah, it's just flying.
So
just busy this week.
So why is that? What have we been up to?
The wedding, obviously.
Yeah.
The wedding was big. Like you say, I felt post holiday blues. Shot up there on the Friday, like got to see. Obviously, your sister. I got to see some of her mates. Like that was a really good. We buried a sausage Friday night.
Oh yeah. Have you ever heard of that before?
I've never heard of burying a sausage.
So apparently, if you bury a sausage, apparently, I don't know if it's specifically before the night of a wedding or if you just do it any day of the week.
I reckon it's got to be wedding
related. Yeah. Apparently, if you bury a raw sausage, did it have to be raw?
It was raw. I think it was a raw Co-op Cumberland.
And
that went in the ground.
I think it might have been like a taste of difference. It was a nice pack.
No, it was Co-op's brand.
How was it?
Definitely Co-op's brand. It might have been their like fancy brand.
It
Co-op
like
finest.
Nice sausage.
Well, if you want a nice wedding day, you've got to bury a nice sausage.
And we buried it. And the next day we had perfect weather. So if you get married, bury a sausage the night before.
Apparently that's the play. You snuck up with a spoon, didn't you?
Yeah, I buried a perfect little grave. Sorry, I built a perfect little like sausage length grave for it.
Yeah, excuse me. You built a little grave, and then we all went out. We went out to the back garden chanting sausage time. We're
specifically in the form of like dodgeball. Like.
Yeah, I know. I don't know if many people get that reference.
Well, hopefully.
It's the chant that I can't think of what they do. Globo Gym type panther.
They come onto the pit. They come onto the court doing it.
Yeah, what are they? Anyway.
Cobras.
The Cobra Gym. That's it. Well, fucking all over the place. Anyway, we buried a sausage.
Yeah.
That was quite funny. Your dad got involved. Everyone did a little scoop, and the idea of burying a sausage the night before the wedding was to hopefully bring nice weather, and it did. It was a beautiful day on the Saturday. The Do you know what I found fascinating? Like the behind the scenes of being in the bridal party was like,
we basically didn't do anything apart from eat croissants and drink
no,
coffee.
no. I know we contributed nothing to it, but
Yeah.
Becky was like, you got to be up at 7 o'clock for
Yeah.
hair and makeup,
Yeah.
which hair and makeup started at 7. We were there in our Team Bride t-shirts. Like as a bloke, you're not going to see that behind the scenes too often. Like that was quite cool. And for me, Samwise said it to me, and I think Sarah said it to me, that they were like, it's cool for you because like you got a sister, and like you don't have a sister, so like it was like really cool to be. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed just watching like. Well,
but how many blokes have sat there and been part of Team Bride and like?
Yeah, true. I don't know.
Yeah.
Any blokes out there that have been part of the team?
We got to walk down the aisle.
Yeah, that was big.
You walk down the aisle and you're like, oh my God, everyone's looking at me.
Yeah.
They're probably looking at the bridesmaid I was with rather than me, but
yeah, for sure.
it was good.
I couldn't stop smiling walking down.
Yeah.
My mum was like, you had the biggest grin on your face.
Really?
I was just like, I couldn't contain it. I was just like so excited. But we almost didn't make it to the aisle as well. That's another.
It's a brilliant story, but yeah, Becky might have like an older car that was given to them by my
Granny Seaside.
whilst they're in London, just as a little bit of a get around. And it didn't perform on the day, did it?
Nah, you were in it, and we're parked on a drive, and you're like, oh, it's not starting, and I was like, okay, because you didn't seem that like in your voice, it didn't seem like the car wasn't starting, and you were just like, oh, it's not starting, and then you started. Obviously the driveway was on a hill, right? So you started rolling it down the hill to try and jumpstart it, to which I thought, okay, he's having us on.
Yeah.
And you rolled to the bottom of the hill, and then you got out of the car, you're like, it's actually not starting. And I was like, oh, shit. That is a problem. So, but you rolled it down the hill, it kind of came to a stop, and that was right outside a cafe. Yeah. So then you've got, like, me, my brother, and your dad in our suits, with your sister in her wedding dress in the back. There's a beautiful video of it. I'll overlay it on this video. I'll put that. So like we are pushing this car past the coffee shop, which obviously
it's something you'd see in like Gavin and Stacey.
It is something you'd see. Yeah,
or like one of those
sitcoms. It was like that. Yeah. The car wouldn't start, so we then had to push it up a little bit of a hill. We're trying to get it started, and some bloke called Eddie came past. We were struggling. We had jump leads, didn't we?
Yeah, but they were really thin, so it wasn't doing enough.
Yeah, so
juice.
It wasn't giving it enough beans. My brother was like, they were jump cables for like from the early learning center, like my first jump cables. Yeah. He was like, there was no way they were going to do it.
They're just taking ages.
Yeah.
If anything.
Yeah. And I then did another video of your sister sat in the back of the car. You know, their wedding dress. Like, how's it going, Beck? And she's like, yeah, no, again, I'll put it on top. And she was like, yeah, it's going all well. It's going well. And then I cut to the front, and there's like you, my brother, your dad, just like in the zone. And I'm just being completely useless.
But funny, I'm glad you did that.
That video?
Yeah.
As soon as we was in that situation, I was like, I know what my role in this scenario is.
You're not fixing it.
Nah. I was like, I know exactly my role is to capture the moment so that in the future we can all look back and laugh at it. Because at the time, tensions were high.
Oh God, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. She was stressed because we were joking about it in the last pod about this schedule.
Yeah.
That Matt
we were
written up.
Yeah.
We'd stuck to it. We were in ahead of it. I think.
We were. We're lucky we were ahead of it.
And then we ended up being I think 5 minutes late, but yeah.
No, we weren't. We were 5 minutes late to the registrar. But
so we were 5 minutes later than we had planned, but we'd planned time. There was time for. I think Matt probably put it in the plan that
we were behind Matt's plan, but we still walked down the aisle at like pretty much bang on 2 o'clock.
Yeah. Because the bit that we were late for is Becky had to go in and do the documentation and stuff.
Yeah, the registrar.
So we were fine, but yeah, she
was late for the registrar. Yeah.
So
so we got her to the church on time. It wasn't a church, but it was a beautiful little place in the Cotswolds. That we got to. Like, what I love about a wedding as well is obviously where we're so close to your sister, not mine. I've like hijacked your sister. Where we're so close to her, like there were so many people in that room that like you would never see in a room together. So yeah, I mean, it was such a nice crowd of people.
Oh God, yeah.
To get
her friend sang, which was amazing.
Her friend did. That was pressure as well. I thought she was.
The pianist was wicked.
He was very good.
The choice of songs was unreal.
Yeah. The first dance was like a song that like we love.
Yeah.
And so I got really excited, and I don't know why, but I was so excited I like threw my wine into a plant, and I dashed that in there. Afterwards, I've just thrown a glass of white wine into a plant. I was like, I've got no logical reason why I've done that. But that was that, and I thought, yeah, obviously the two of them look good. Some of the photos that have come out already look good.
I didn't realise that, you know, the steak kept coming to the table.
Yeah.
I didn't realise that was like, it was basically all you can eat steak.
Yeah. They just kept bringing it.
Yeah, I didn't. Well,
Yeah.
I knew that. But I knew they kept bringing it. I didn't know it was like all you could eat. It was
Right.
the same with the wine.
Yeah.
It was all you could drink wine until the food stops, and then the wine stops.
Yeah.
I was being all like, oh yeah, like, I was just kind of knocking them back.
Yeah. Well, your mum was walking around with a bottle in her hand.
Yeah.
And that's so off-brand for your mum as well.
Yeah.
Your mum is like she's bowling around with a bottle of wine in one hand, glass of wine in the other hand. And that's so un-Ally behaviour. And then there was one point where she topped her glass up with the bottle, gave it to my mum, and my mum just swigged the rest out of the bottle.
No, yeah, of course she did.
Excuse me.
Brilliant.
Sorry, I'm going to be a bit phlegmy today.
You're real, yeah.
Yeah, I am. But no, on the whole, that was all good. And then your sister was like beautifully drunk by the end of it as well.
Yeah, classic. Eyes are gone.
Yeah, but not in a bad way.
I was like, bye, Beck. I see you tomorrow. She's like, where are you going? I was like, Beck, it's 12 o'clock and the venue's closing. So why is everyone leaving me? I was like, yeah.
Oh, bless her. So that was good. The band were good, and then obviously we had the cabbies. There was a bit of like kerfuffle over the cabs at the end, but got there in the end.
All in all,
fantastic day. Sunday, few sore heads. We all fell asleep watching Wallace and Gromit
with the fire on.
Yeah, it was cute in the Cotswolds.
Yeah.
All fell asleep watching Wallace and Gromit. I had to watch that 3 times, Wallace and Gromit, to see it through to the end.
Really? I've still not seen. I fell asleep. So.
I fell asleep with you lot. Then I come back here on Sunday. I was like, I'm going to finish Wallace and Gromit. Fell asleep. I was like, right, Monday night, I'm going to finish it.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, did finish it Monday. But yeah, it will be a weekend that we'll remember for a long time. It's a good one. Very good one. Very good one. Hopefully keep in touch with a few of the lads as well. There's noise about a Rounders match. That Rounders match we were supposed to play at dinner.
Yes.
There's noise that's going to...
Yeah. I'll be keen on that.
That's going to come
I'll
back.
start looking at a date for that, though, because...
June the 7th.
Oh, is it?
Well, no, that's the day.
Oh, right. I was going to say, bloody hell, no. Where's my invite?
I'm making tracks of it with certain people, but we've not locked it in yet.
Once you get a date in.
Yeah, we'll get.
Although they're talking about doing a barbecue after, so yeah. I was going to say make sure Becky and Matt are there, but that's the whole point, really, isn't it? It's a reunion for them.
Becky and Matt will be there for sure. And then since then, we've come back, and we've just been full steam ahead, haven't we? Really?
Yeah, because we had the Expo.
Did you enjoy it?
Oh, I loved it, mate.
Did you?
Yeah.
What do you love about it?
Just chatting to new people. Loads of people that I've like spoken to on Teams or just have seen on LinkedIn and stuff were like Andy or in some cases Luke.
Yeah, did they think
no,
you were Luke?
wrong one. So yeah, it was nice to put faces to names.
Yeah, fair. Yeah, it is nice.
And just catch up with some kind of people that we've seen before. Met someone I used to work with.
Oh yeah,
which was nice to catch up.
They still working at the same place.
Yeah. So yeah, that's what was nice, isn't it? You know, it's like a bit of a catch up. He's doing well. Yeah, it was just really good. I went to a few of the talks. I wouldn't say like they blew my. I don't know what I'm going to say there, but
blew my socks off.
Blew my socks off. That's the one. But yeah, a lot of AI chat.
Loads.
A lot of AI chat.
Yeah, a lot of AI chat.
Definitely some good little nuggets in there, but yeah, that was good. Busy, just busy, just like commuting and busy. I was a bit sad I didn't stay out on the Tuesday evening.
Yeah.
I was chatting to a lot of the team and they was talking about the karaoke.
Yeah.
Which sounded good.
Yeah. In the Chinese.
They said next time they'll make sure we come.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I was like, I love a bit of karaoke, me.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Any opportunity to do American Pie.
Here he is.
He's kicking off his shoes again.
Yeah.
Thank you, Neil. That's your little party piece, isn't it?
But yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. Just busy.
Yeah.
Busy.
Well, that's 2 seconds. That's a view into how normal people live their lives. They go into the city 3 times a week. We've gone in twice. We're like, I'm knackered.
Yeah. But then around that, because I'm in London, but I'm not working, so everything else is building up. That's the bit that I find like
you
stressful.
are working, but you're not doing your day.
Yeah, I know.
Gotcha.
But that's just accumulating.
Right. Yeah.
So you got God knows, just piles up, doesn't it? So.
And Samwise has been left on his own for 2 days. Bless him.
I was cracking up.
Yeah.
We leaving the sport last night. I was like closing down support chats, and there was like 24. I was like,
oh, bless him. Yeah, he does.
I was going through, and I'd be like, yeah, that's done.
He does well. So none of the speeches got you, really,
on
the expo.
No. Do you know? I wouldn't say so. I don't know if I'm being a bit. I didn't see all of them. I missed some.
Do you know what? The first day
but there wasn't one where I was like, "Oh, that was really good." Might piss a few people off.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Mate, do you know one listen? No, none of those speakers are listening to this. Deborah Meaden's
I like the panel
not
stuff.
tuning in.
I didn't get to. I tried to. You went to size one.
I did, yeah. I was on the front row for that, doing some.
I was chatting to
someone,
and I was like, "Oh, I need to go." So I was a bit late,
and
then I had to make a call at 1.
Yeah.
So I was there for like 15 minutes.
Right.
And for those 15 minutes, I think Si had already done a lot of talking.
Right, okay.
So then he didn't. All the questions were at the other 2.
You just watched him sit in a chair.
Yeah. So he did sit really well, to be fair.
Great posture.
Yeah.
Unbelievable posture.
I told him, I was like, I'm sorry, mate, but
unbelievable posture. The thing with, do you know what, right? It's going to sound like I'm blowing smoke a little bit, but that talk that they did as a 3, I actually thought was one of the better talks because I thought it was actionable. They were talking about like onboarding processes, how you onboard people, how you've got to consider people that are neurodiverse, or, like they were just kind of saying that if you have 2 A4 sheets of paper that say this is your induction, that like that's not very exciting for people. It's not going to fit everyone, all that kind of shit. And I actually sat with that one. I was like, oh, do you know what? Like it's probably one of the most actionable talks for recruitment agencies that I'd been to. Because a lot of them were like the big picture, where's the market's going, AI, and it's like you're listening to it, but what you're going to take away that you're going to action. Whereas that one was a little bit more like, oh, actually, do you know what? I could rejig this, or I could bring this into our onboarding process.
Yeah.
I was like, that's actually quite good. But yeah,
well, I sat in one in the morning, and it was about how it was like AI related, but it was specifically how you can use like ChatGPT and those in a way that's like really useful.
What did you?
But they obviously pay for them, and they're basically building a bit of a knowledge base within those.
Yeah, sure.
So like you could do like a new business email, and you could put in like 4 or 5 examples of like what you're using and what works, and then you can then say like, write an email like I would normally, or and it kind of uses that to then which I thought was really good. And they were doing, he was basically going through a recruitment process of like sending a candidate to a specific job, and it was to be fair, it was going like really granular, which I was like, that's really impressive, and also looked like seemed quite. He was using it in a way that was like time efficient rather than like laziness.
Right. Okay.
If that makes sense. So it was still like really good. It wasn't just like someone, because it's quite obvious sometimes when it's just like the same shit. That was quite good. Yeah.
Well, I'm actually paying for ChatGPT at the moment.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I paid for it. I've got a month. I need to
cancel. £20 a month.
Yeah. So
I was tempted. Well, after watching that, I was like, actually, it's quite useful.
Yeah. Well, if there is ways we can utilize it, we should. Do you know what I mean? We should start utilizing it. But we got another couple of podcast guests.
Yes.
As well.
Yeah.
Which is cool. 2. Yeah. Another 2. So that was quite useful. And it's just good to get out, isn't it?
Yeah.
Si gave me some jip yesterday saying that he said to us in the pub, I want to introduce you to a couple of people. then I walked outside to introduce us, turned around to introduce us, and we'd gone.
Yeah.
We fucked off.
We've just gone to another table. That was it. He definitely didn't. I don't miss a thing with these ears. So
Yeah.
he said we'd go outside for a beer.
And I had a because you know where it's like I got back from or I got back on Monday night from the expo. Was it Tuesday night?
Mm.
And I think I was just like, because I was out late because you'd gone home a bit early.
I had to go out for dinner with the family. Yeah.
So I got home at like 9:30, 10. Obviously, you know what I'm like at best of times. With my brain, I wasn't firing on all cylinders. Kind of got an early night, and the next morning, I come back and because I got my sweating thing where I sweat loads. Obviously, I have my sweat vest on for both days because I'm like, don't want to be getting like Pitts McGee.
Oh, did you? Yeah.
Yeah, had the sweat vest on to stop serious sweats. Because when I'm out and in that environment, the first day as well, I had the hoodie on.
Yeah,
You had the hoodie on, you're under the hot lights. Oh, Jesus Christ. But then I came back, I was like, right, I need to put my sweat vest on, need to give it a quick wash, get ready for tomorrow. So do that, bang, go to bed. Next morning I get up, I was like, quickly have a shower. And I'm like, there's no hot water. So I'm like, oh, that's annoying. I was like, I wonder why. Is it, and you're just like, oh, fuck, I hope nothing's broken. So anyway, go downstairs. I've left the hot tap running all night. Hot tap's been running all night. Yeah. And luckily, obviously, it had all been like filtering out the sink. None of it had gone. Water hadn't gone anywhere.
Luke.
But the hot tap and the sweat vest was next to the sink, not on the dryer. So somehow I can't even think how I've done it. I've got the sweat vest. I'm like, I need to hang that up. Got it out of the washing machine. Somehow in that scenario, I've left it by the sink and turned the hot tap on and gone to bed with the hot tap running and the sweat vest not drying.
Fucking hell.
I know.
Your water bill.
Don't.
Have you told Sherds?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Mate.
Were you in trouble?
Yes.
Well, can you do an impression?
No, because she was half asleep. She's
Did she use the word idiot?
She was like, she kept doing this. She kept touching her head and going, because she'd just woken up. She's like, you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention. Because she can't speak in the morning. So she's like, just pointing.
Was she pissed?
It's like she's pissed. You need to pay attention.
Oh, mate, you were that is silly.
Oh, I didn't do it on purpose.
Although I can't talk.
What have you done?
I nearly ended up in Birmingham.
Oh,
last night.
Christ. Oh, mate, yeah. How did for someone that's that's so organised as well.
I was trying to play catch up on some of the stuff that I'm like didn't action in the day work wise.
Yeah.
I was like firing off emails on my phone, and I was like, I got to Euston, all fine, and like look up the board platform. I think it was like 7 or 8, whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like walked down, but I was tight on time. It was like had like 2 minutes, and I was like, I need to 1 minute. I need to get on it.
Yeah.
So yeah, my rule moving forward is don't get on a train. Never rush to get on a train.
Bad things can happen.
Or yeah, I don't know what happened, honestly. But yeah, I got my laptop out. I was working.
Yeah.
I was like, bloody, this is a busy train.
Yeah.
I was like, I thought it'd be a bit quieter than this.
Yeah.
Well, it's busy training because it's probably like one every hour that goes to fucking Birmingham. I was working away. I looked out to the side. I was like, bloody hell, it's like really countryside.
Right. So how long were you on it before? So bear in mind, just so for context, you're supposed to be getting to
Apsley or
Hempstead, and you was on your.
I think the one I wanted to get was just going to go to Hemel. It's a bit of a further walk for me, but yeah, I looked outside and it was like countryside. I was like, this is normally where I cycle, and it was normally where I cycle.
Right. Okay.
I was well on my way to Leighton Buzzard. So I just got off at Leighton Buzzard and waited 10 minutes and then came back.
So how long were you on a train before you realised that you?
20 minutes.
Oh, you was on the train for a while then.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was like because it's a fast train out of London. Obviously, it's going to Birmingham, so it goes past all of my normal stops.
Yeah.
Harrow, Bushy, all of those.
Yeah.
And then but I was working away
right
on the train.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I looked up and I was like, this isn't this isn't. It's normally not this. There's not normally this much country.
Right.
So yeah.
But did you not hear the old this is the the
No.
449 service to Birmingham Central?
No. Yeah, no, I didn't.
Fucking hell.
With these ears as well.
Yeah. So basically, in and around the expo, you nearly ended up in Birmingham on your way home, and I left the hot tap running all night.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Do you know what? How did it let you on the train? I guess you go through the barrier, didn't you? And then you pick your platform. You've got on the wrong one. Getting back round.
Yeah, do you know what? For that platform, there wasn't even a barrier.
Oh, was there not?
No.
You just jumped straight on. Oh, you fucking idiot. Well, next year we need to be more prepared. I was saying this. We need to have merch, because obviously I left the merch too late. So we didn't.
In our...
branded merch.
Yeah, for us.
Yes.
Yeah, like a...
T-shirt.
Yeah.
We need a T-shirt with our logo on it. Oh, we should have carried this round. Could have carried the G-Slab round all day. We'd have had to do shifts with it. If we get a stand or something, though, this definitely has to come.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Day out.
What?
Day out.
Yeah, day out for the G-Slab. We have to take it out, put it on thing. So we need to be more prepared in the sense that we need to get like a hotel up there would be good, because then you can make more of the first night. And you know, the team guys were out till 10, but then they left at 10. They're in bed for like 11. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, which would have been fine. I didn't really realise that was a thing. I didn't really...
What do you mean? That people go out?
Like... Yeah, I didn't realise there was a big thing on the Tuesday night.
Right.
You know, so...
Even after having Si on the pod with the story that he told about McDonald's at the Rec Expo.
At Birmingham one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, but
you
from my
thought the
side...
London one was going to be a quiet night in.
Well, yeah, but the obviously I was out for dinner.
Yeah.
That was booked in for a while.
Right, yeah.
So, like, yeah. If I'd have known that before it was booked.
Yeah. Well, you booked that because
been
you booked the expo fucking ages ago. You were like the first day that it was up. You were like, bang, you were in.
Yeah, but I didn't book the expo thinking Tuesday night.
Right? Did you not? Well, next time you will.
Yeah.
Did you meet anyone you thought was interesting?
Did I meet anyone that I thought was interesting? I met loads of interesting people, but you put me on the spot. I can't think. Did you have someone in mind?
No, just out of interest. For me, there was a few people that I connected with, like Bobby, who will come on the podcast that I never actually met in person before. He's a nice bloke. The guy in the orange tux was interesting.
Yeah, he interviewed me.
Did he?
On day one.
What did he ask you?
And you know when it catches you off guard a bit.
Huh?
He was asking. Because he didn't have much expression.
No, he didn't actually. He was very monotone. He was very.
And he was just asking me questions like, "What do you do?"
Yeah.
And explain Giig.
Yeah.
Like what a product is, very briefly.
Did he understand?
What's your role? Kind of said a bit of everything.
Yeah.
Advantages of what I do.
Yeah.
Which I kind of said, like, you know, startup, like being your own boss, blah blah blah. He said, "What are the disadvantages?" I said exactly the same thing.
How long have you got?
Yeah, well, no, I said exactly the same thing. I was like, startup, being your own boss or whatever.
Right.
And then, that was it really. I think. Don't know what else he asked me. Bit caught me off guard a bit. I'd love to see the video because I'm probably
like, there'll be another video of us as well because we got in on Knitting's podcast.
Yeah, again, like I just wasn't really like ready. Like we hadn't even walked. We walked in.
We've been in there 5 seconds. I've seen
been in there 5 seconds. We just got a coffee. Walked in, said hello. He was like, "Get on."
Yeah,
and it was like, "Oh, hi." So yeah, I didn't really say much to be honest. It was more you. I just chiped in. I did the classic one-liners. Just popped in.
That's your role, mate.
That's my role. I'll take it.
People were calling you my brother as well. That made me laugh.
Really? Who?
Do
you know what really
who called you? Cowpesh. Cowpesh called you my brother.
Oh really? Yeah.
Cowpesh
really?
was like, "I've seen your brother around here." I was like, "Yeah, okay." I see how you've got there.
I didn't really get to chat to him. I said hello.
Cowpesh is great, man.
I introduced myself. But he was just quite a popular bloke in there.
He's a very popular bloke.
Yeah, everyone was chatting to him.
He books out his diary as well for meetings. Like I had him in at 2:00 yesterday. So he books slots with people. to like sit.
Smart. He but he was nice. I introduced myself, but when I first said hello, I didn't know if he thought I was you for a second. I didn't know how well. He said something, and I was like, "Oh, maybe he thought I was you." I don't know.
I've seen him in the flesh 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, no.
So I'd have thought he'd have known it was me.
But what Si was calling him his his dad.
Yeah. So
If you see my dad around, so good.
Yeah. See, the thing is, we can't make jokes like that. It's not appropriate. But Si obviously, Si can get away with it. And I said that to Calpesh. He was like, he's got to stop telling people I'm his dad. He's got to stop it. Because I'm in one of those chats. I'm in like Calpesh has got a chat for like people in tech. It's like a little community thing.
Oh yeah.
And I've been in it for ages, but I've been lurking like a weirdo. I've just not like made the effort to start chiming in. So yesterday on the train on the way up, I was like, right, I'm going to sit down. I'm going to do both of them. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do Calpesh's one. I'm going to do Teams one. I'm now in a Recruitment Curry Club one.
You've got a bit like.
Oh, thank you, darling.
Don't make that weird.
Yeah. What?
Sorry, you're in the group, yeah.
So I was like, I'm in the group. I was like, I need to make a conscious effort. So I sent this long message to say like, hi, this is who I am. Blah 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 blah. Just tried to keep it quite cash and not too needy. And then the next thing that comes into the chat is Calpesh was like, oh, my son asked me to take this photo yesterday.
Yeah.
So which I replied, I replied straight away. But bearing in mind, this is like my second message. I'm early into my involvement in the chat. And I replied being like, cracks me up how like Si keeps calling you his dad. And Calpesh replied being like, no, this was for my actual son.
No.
I was like, oh, fucking hell. That's a good start.
Did you get any reactions?
Yeah, there's loads of laughing. Si said, no, this was, Calpesh said, this is my actual son, not my recruitment son.
Nice.
Right, so.
That's very funny.
Oh, it's just classic me. I screenshot it and sent it to Si. I was like, look what I've done. I've just piped up in this chat this morning. Calpesh just chucked in.
Was that today?
That was yesterday morning. Yeah, I'll show it to you if you want. But it's just like classic me, like putting my foot in it straight away. I'm like,
he must be marketing, mate. Good
he must be talking about Si. But I also did the same in the team one. Again, just to say, like, I've been lurking in this chat for a while. Need to get involved, and I want to help the community as much as I can. Love what the team are doing. Blah blah blah. And I booked 4 demos off the back of that.
Really nice.
Yeah. So couple. Don't think I've got one today. I got definitely one next week.
I've got a demo booked in from a LinkedIn post yesterday.
Oh, have you?
Yeah.
There you go.
Because I said, what did I say? I basically said like Great Expo next time around we'll do more than sponsor the carpet.
Oh yeah, that was good.
It was orange.
So you come up with funny things. That's why you'll be good on social.
Yeah. Because
you do come. I've nicked that joke this morning.
Have you? Yeah. No, actually, I did see that.
I nicked the same thing. I thought I'd cycle it again because I was saying this to you yesterday. Like, even though the events are good, and they're good to like, there's a lot of like dick swinging in there. There's a lot of dick swinging. There's a lot of like, there's a lot of dick swinging. There's a lot of vendors like us.
A lot of selling.
Yeah. There's it's like the recruiters are almost herded in like cattle, aren't they? They're just like meh, and they just go around the different CRMs like meh.
And all the CRM they're all really close.
Yeah. So they come in and they're like meh, and they try and it's like taking lambs to the slaughter with the vendors. But in there's some little nuggets of really cool people. And it's also like when you're trying to build a brand, you need to be there. But I still think that for us, like the social content is going to be.
Yeah.
Because you've kind of started peeking your head out the badger hole, haven't you, a little bit? Yeah. Shelford's little quiff just popped up out of that hole. It's like whack-a-mole, when you like those things. You're like one of those whack-a-moles. You just keep popping up. But like you said yesterday, like your post would have got a couple of thousand views, and it's like, how else do you get? I think that is what's good about the events. They give you good content because then also you get good likes because the other people that saw you at the event like it. Yeah,
because they're like, oh, I saw him. It's just the way it goes, isn't it?
Yeah. So long may it continue. And then the final domino is Samwise. I don't think he will ever fall. We need to get him on here. It's mental we ain't seen him this year. It blows my mind. What
we
we
miss
in?
you, Samwise.
Yeah, we do. I don't even think he listens.
Does he not? Is he
I
giving
don't
up?
think he does.
I will find out.
Yeah, I don't think he does. We do miss him.
Well, that's not great, is it?
What? The guy that,
Not even our own team listens.
because he knows how much a pair of twats we are.
Yeah.
He's not in.
To be fair, unless he listens to whilst he's working, but he gets enough from us anyway. Like, why would he listen?
Yeah.
If he's
Yeah.
not gonna finish work and be like, I'm gonna listen to Andy and Luke more. It's like, get out.
I've just spent the whole day chatting to him.
Yeah.
What am I going to do in my evening as I unwind? Oh, I'll stick Luke and Andy on, shall I? Jesus.
He's out there doing good shit.
He is. Do you know what? That tagline, building free shit for recruiters, is getting.
Yeah. Do you know what? You know the table in the middle
Yeah.
of like, all the tables where
In
the
the
coffee place
little
was?
breakout area.
I went around and put some of our little things on there, and there was like I was gonna say a couple, but obviously like
2 people.
2 people.
Yeah.
Like going to sit down, and I made sure it was always like free shit for
Yeah.
free shit for recruiters or building free face up. And as I put it down, like she almost took it straight up, threw it
Yeah.
in the bin. No, it didn't really. No, it didn't really. I could just see your face. You were like that.
You had me in. I was hooked.
Yeah, no, and then like looked at it, took a picture of it.
Oh, did she?
So yeah, straight away.
Ah. Yeah, you know what? I
Didn't
think that's
catch
cool.
me, but do you know what I mean? I was like, yeah, nice.
When I gave one out, because
Should have
Stuart.
done that earlier on. She learned these things, didn't she? Should have done
Yeah.
that at the start.
Do you know what Rob Gardner was doing as well at the
What?
end, which I thought was clever? Stood by the exit.
You
You were there. You were there. You were
yeah,
next to me.
yeah.
He was stood by the exit and he was going free. Like, he was going recruitment. Do you need a new recruitment website? You wasn't he?
Yeah.
So that's another one. So that's a play, and also the play is when people are coming out of the talks, when they've all rammed in for
Yeah,
like
I did a bit of that.
Deborah Meaden, just like flying them out. I was going to say something off the back of that. Oh, my mind's gone blank. What did you say before? Oh yeah, Calpesh laughed when he saw that. You know, like people laugh at it. People like
It's
it,
just different.
and it make You
It's
know what?
Different.
I've like.
I try not to be the. I'm still there on it. Yeah. Just try not to be the. We're a recruitment CRM. Like it's different.
You sold that well, man.
Yeah.
Um.
Hi, we're another recruitment CRM.
Yeah. Do you know what's funny as well? For like 8 years, I've been trying to engineer like the perfect tagline.
Yeah.
You know, like I've been reading up about it. I've been like this and that. And about 3 months ago, I just wrote, building free shit for recruiters on my LinkedIn. And then that's just picking up now. You know, like I get so many comments on it when people connect with me and they're like, oh, like it makes them smile or makes them laugh or it's different, right? So I think we have to keep plugging it. But you didn't get to meet, you didn't get any James Warburton love, did you?
No, I was a bit disappointed actually. Yeah.
2 days. It's probably because he takes a horse and cart from up north.
He's just arrived.
That's such shit banner, isn't it? It's so bad. He's just clipping.
Why a horse and cart?
Because they don't have I joke with him that they don't have cars up north yet.
Right, living in a different age.
Yeah, I play this game where I act shocked that they have electricity up north. Like,
right, yeah.
You know, it's like they're living in the Stone Ages up there, so they still all roll around on
And
horse
us
and
southern
cart.
fairies are perfect and live in the.
We live in the modern day. I've just got this image of like James Warburton like on a horse, clippity cloppity up to the XL. You know. Yeah. So that rolls on, that love relationship, and then we're on to we've got a bit more. We've got a quiet week next week. I think we have.
I have. You're in London again one day.
Yeah, fuck, I am. Yeah. Saw that. That was funny actually. Seeing Harry yesterday.
Yes.
He was comparing me to a Hinge date, wasn't he?
Yeah, because it went quiet.
Yeah, and then I
you
said,
piped up and he was like, I'm gonna have to give this person another date. 5th date. Give him one more chance. And then he was like, what I'll do is I'll set you up with one of the guys from one of the sales guys that will really push your product or whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, here he is, look, he's passing on sloppy seconds. Yeah.
He's passing me off already. He's a nice chap though, and yeah, I'm going up for that. So that'll be our second partnership.
He also said he'd come on the pod.
Oh fuck, that's 3 guests then. I forgot about him. Yeah, we should chase that up. Do you know what I did say to him though? I was like, with Sonovate, like you can tell us if it's not appropriate to come on something like this.
Right. Okay.
Because I was speaking to You know, the chap we did lots of like work with, that guy for chicken wings with. I'll hide his identity.
Mm.
Do you know who it is?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. So,
Oh, right. Yeah, I know where this is going. Yeah.
so he's moving to the company
Big
that
dog. Yeah.
he's moving to the big dog company. And he was saying to me, he was like, "You boys crack me up, like just chatting shit on." Like he was like,
Really?
"Yeah,
See, listen.
yeah."
Love that.
And he was like, "It just makes me laugh because and he went around the conversation of like, you get so many podcasts that are just like, you know, recruiters pushing recruitment stuff, like." And he was like, I just think it's funny." And I was like, "Oh mate, I'd love to have you on." And he was like, "I would love to come on." I was like, "I've got so many stories," but he was like, "Never in a million years would I get a pass." He was like, "Maybe when I work my way up, and I'm higher up in the chain." But he was like, "I can't come on and talk about how I was getting twatted in Watford High Street, like as a kid."
Yeah.
He was like, "The brand would just like, no, they'll just shut that down."
Yeah.
So I said,
We could do it, but just hide his identity. Give him a mask. Give him a mask.
and call him Jim from like Jim from
Yeah, where's that going?
Kodak.
Oh, right.
Jim from Kodak.
You could pick one of their competitors.
Are we going to give him one of those deep voices though? You know, when they go over.
Yeah,
and it's like,
yeah.
"Oh,
Yeah, when they
hide the identity.
they
of the person."
interview like gang members and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, yeah. But so that's what I said to Harry. I was like, "Look, mate, if Sonovate aren't going to let you come on, then that's fair game." But that'll be exciting. Yeah, I forgot about that. So I've got London next week, and then the week after we got another fucking mental week because we got 3 days where we're practically on the move again.
Is it free?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, it's 3.
What days? Is it not the
Tuesday, Thursday, Friday.
What's the Tuesday?
Kate O'Neill.
Oh, it's in the same week.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is she going to the later bit?
No.
Right.
She's not involved with them. She was. That's how her and Si met, I believe. But she's not anymore.
Fine.
Are you looking forward to that next event?
Yeah, I am actually.
Yeah.
They're a good crack.
You like
They're
them?
really good. Yeah, yeah. All of them are good vibes.
What do you like about them?
Just really, all the whole team.
Yeah. So we're talking about Team Network. But yeah, go on.
Are just so personable.
In what sense?
Like, it's never like real formal chat. Like you can just, it's a bit of a laugh.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
Like,
yeah.
They're all personable.
Andy's very personable. He snuck me around the back of the sign yesterday.
Yeah. He was giving you a tip, wasn't he?
Give me a few tips on how to network. It was so weird. We went behind that sign, and then because
was he interviewing you? Is that
no?
What were you doing behind the sign?
We just got stuck chatting. It was a bit weird. So they had this big sign up, and then he took me behind the sign, and he was like, "Oh, and my coat was there. There was method behind the madness,
right?"
So I'd hidden my jacket behind their big sign.
Yeah.
So like we went round there, and I got my jacket, and we just stood chatting. And we were chatting, and there was a period I was like, actually, it must look pretty weird. We've just like disappeared behind this sign, and we've been here for like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I felt like I was behind the bike sheds with the cool kid at school. Do you know what I mean? I'm like,
yeah.
Go behind the bike sheds. But yeah, we're going to the team conference. That's in 2 weeks' time, the 3rd and 4th of April. And we should say, I'm going to point at the camera.
Here we go. Get it right.
Yeah, we've got tickets for the team conference. If you want one, at £140 a person for the day. And if you buy a ticket to the team conference, I've got Team Bride on my shirt. Just
team, yeah, just cover up the bride.
If you come to the team conference, £140 for your day ticket. But if you then join the network, you get your £140 refunded. So if you come for the day and you end up joining team, then you get your 140 quid. So you get a huge day out for
no-brainer
for free.
Yeah.
If you join the network afterwards, and you get to meet us.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if that was the selling point, but
it's one of those things there where like people we're peaking interest, and then
you can meet us. Lost them.
Put a pin in it.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna put a final reminder out on Monday, and that's gonna be.
I think that'll be a really good event. They're doing. I think I'm now signed up for the golf on the Thursday.
You're swinging
9 holes. Yeah, I'm swinging. You're net walking.
I'm net walking.
And then, I think that's it. I think is there like a then the next day is the big day, isn't it?
So the Thursday is the walk and the golf, and then the Friday is the big event. There's loads of speakers. Alex, I think it's Alex Benison. from Rec Mapper. He's chatting, and I was in a pub with him on Tuesday night, and I was asking about it, and he was like, I hate it. And he was like, they asked me to do it, and I hate it. I was like, fair enough. He was, I was just like, I just don't like being
Speaking of,
yeah. He was
well,
like,
it's not for everyone. No.
yeah, no. Which I thought was interesting because usually the people that are on the stages, they usually don't mind. They usually kind of want to be on the stage for the exposure.
Yeah,
But he was very much like, oh, they asked me, and I like them, and like, yeah. But he wasn't pumped for that. But there's loads of speakers. There's obviously loads of vendors. I think in the evening it's casino time as well.
Yes.
So you get to put on your little like tux. I pulled mine out the cupboard the other day. I think I've told you this. It was not a pretty sight.
Bit dusty.
Yeah, and the rest. I think I'd had a bit of a roll around. No, not a roll around, but it looked like I'd not given it any love after the last time I'd worn it. So I don't think that's going to get the roll out. But yeah, we should. That'll be good. The casino night.
Mm.
We can combine our chips.
Why? Why are we combining chips?
Well, because then we got a better chance of winning.
Is there a prize?
Well, it might be
We just go in there, stick it all on roulette 17.
the whole thing.
Everything.
Make or break.
Bosh.
See what happens.
No, maybe not.
But so it's fake money. Sponsored by Giant. You know, Richard at Giant. You were with Richard at Giant. You sat with him at one of the talks. Day one. Do you not remember?
No.
You were sat. You know the stage we were stood outside yesterday when Bella come up to us, or with the beans.
Yep.
That stage there. You came out of there with Richard from Giant on the first day. I don't know what you've been watching.
Interesting.
Well,
as in, I was sat next to some. As in, the guy I was walked out with was Richard, or
the
guy
you
talking.
guy you walked out with was Richard. And I shook his hand
that.
and we spoke to him. And I said, "Have you got a stand?" And he said someone in part of the Giant group do. So he was like, I'm going to go over and see them.
Oh,
Dark-haired tall fella.
I know who that is.
They are sponsoring the casino.
Yeah, he was at the first supplier.
Yes, yeah.
He was like the first person.
Yes,
Andy from team was like, oh,
yes, yeah, that's him.
I know who he is. Yeah.
So you were with him. They are the sponsor of the casino. And then I'll drive. You can have a couple of beers, and we'll have a good time.
Nice.
I also met Wendy as well. Did you meet Wendy?
Wendy
Wu, they called her.
Wendy Wu.
Yeah, they called her Wendy Wu. She had a necklace on which said ADHD AF, and I was like, please.
Oh right.
I was like, she's a photographer.
Yeah. Okay.
I was like, please tell me that stands for ADHD as fuck. She was like, yep. Mate,
does it?
Yeah. ADHD as fuck. That's what her necklace means. But
was it when it's necklace like a big tag or like
it's about
gold thing?
It's silver. It's silver.
So it's like a necklace. Yeah, right.
Necklace, okay. And it's like a couple of inches.
It's
not huge, but it's big enough for you to be able to read it and say ADHD is. And then Andy was like, "Oh, you need to meet Wendy," and she gave me a big hug and she was like, "Hello, nice to meet you." She was like energy, like she was like, honestly, ADHD as fuck was bang on for her. Like honestly, I looked, I was like, "Wow, you have just like energy." You could just tell. You know, she was like, "I listen to drum and bass because that calms my mind at night. I fall asleep to it." I was like, "Fuck, I don't know how you do that." But you know, Artemis from the Stag Do, he does the same thing.
Really?
How can you fall asleep to drum and bass?
Yeah, I don't know.
That's beyond me.
It's not.
Anyway, she was amazing. She's from Basildon. So I was like, "Oh, Baz Vegas." She was like, "I was born before Baz Vegas." So like, because she said, "Where are you from?" I said, "I'm from Essex." She was like, "Me too." She was like, she said, "Where?" I was like, "Southend." She was like, "I'm Basildon." I was like, "Right, okay. Well, if you're that close, I'm kind of in and around this area." So we were chatting, and then we were chatting about loads of stuff. And I called her Simple. And I was like, "Oh, you're just very simple, aren't you?" And like Andy at team, and she started laughing. She's like, "No, I'm not really complicated." Anyway, bit of a thing. Then about fast forward like 2 or 3 hours, she come running up to me at the expo. She was like, "I've just given someone your card." She was like, "I was chatting to someone. They were like, I really need a CRM, but I've not got loads of money to spend." And she was like, "Wait there." And she was like, I ran off. I ran over to the team. I got the card. I came back to her. I was like, "These guys build free shit." And then she said to me, she was like, "I said to the girl that I gave it to, if you ever talk to Luke, tell her the Simple photographer gave it to you." I was like, "Oh, that's cute."
Simple of that.
Yeah. So you'll get to meet her at the conference. At the conference.
No, I love that.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny.
No, it was good. It was very good. She does all the photography. Andy was saying like she charges I obviously won't say price, but she charges for 100 photos. She guarantees 100 photos for the day in her charge. And Andy was like, last year I got 867 for, man. For the same price. He was like, she is on it the whole time.
Really?
Just snaps. Yeah. He was like, we got 867, like, really decent photos from her last year. And she guarantees you 100.
Nice.
Yeah. She, honestly, mate, she's a great character.
Yeah.
She's a great character. But she said she tried to do the, like, exercise isn't her thing. And she's like, I tried to do, and it was like, she cracked me up on the walk last year. And she was like, oh, yeah. I was like, I'm going to do the walk. She was like, I got about 5 steps in and went, nah, fuck this. And it just went home.
Oh, she sounds like a great crack.
Oh, yeah, she's a good
I'll have
crack.
to meet her, yeah.
Yeah. She's honestly, I reckon I won't even have that. I reckon we should play a game.
What?
Can you find her?
Right, okay.
I'm not going to tell you who she is.
But she'll have the necklace on.
True. Damn. What if she doesn't?
Right, okay.
But see, because I reckon you'll walk into a room and I reckon you'll go, there she is. Just giving it the eyes.
And you'll be like,
yeah. Just giving it the eyes.
I'll shit for the audio listeners again then.
Yeah. Andy did a facial expression. Oh, man. Whirlwind. I don't know if there's anything else to talk about.
Nah, I think that's...
I feel like we've been vibing today, though.
Yeah. Well, we're here, aren't we?
Yeah, it's always good when we're here. You just let the team down with your Team Bride shirt.
Oh, do you know what? I opened the drawer, and I was like, "Oh, I could do Team Bride," but then I should have known you'd have done it.
There you go. You should know me by now. We're off out tonight as well. Another busy night. Peter Kay. Look forward to it.
Oh yeah. Oh, did you ask me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I originally tried to resell the tickets because I was like, it's just.
Do we owe you money for that? Tell us what.
Mate, I bought them so long ago. I don't care.
Well,
Think of it as a gift.
Right. Okay. Because Sarah asked me the other day, and
Nah,
now I've got it on record. Asking Andy. I did it. Asked him.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah. Go on.
There you go. There you go, Sherds.
Yeah.
Andy's actually been really nice because you've not got to pay for tickets. That money can go on the water bill.
I'm not sure about that.
Well, that's a good way to spin it, isn't it?
Yeah.
We would have spent money on tickets. But now,
Oh, right, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the water.
Yeah.
No, I only saved the water bill.
Yeah.
Thank you, mate.
Your water bill's on me.
It's like the Milky Bar kid. Your water bill's on me.
Dear.
So yeah, we'll have to remember because do you know what happened? We'll go to that tonight, and then we'll sit down next Thursday, Friday, and we'll have completely forgotten about it.
Yeah, so we got one more pod next week. Then we've got a guest.
And then we got bags of guests. Really.
And then
People will get less of you and me for a lot now, so that'll be good.
Our listeners will suddenly go up. We
Yeah.
need to look at our listeners, like see if I've not looked in ages.
Oh yeah, Side drew a crowd for us, and then we flatlined again.
Well, I expected that to happen.
Yeah. So we just need to keep doing it. But somebody said to me at the expo,
But it's good that we're being consistent. I think so many podcasters do 2 podcasts and then it's like falls flat.
Do they?
Yeah.
Who's that? Are you thinking of?
Like you hear it all the time.
Oh dear.
My old company. I was talking to the guy that I saw yesterday.
Yeah.
And he was, they started a podcast, did 2 episodes, and it fell flat.
Oh really?
Consistency is key, even if it is a bit shit sometimes. Even if it is a bit.
Andy's top podcast tip.
But also, you get better at it.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. Fucking hell. You're going at me with the one-liners.
Huh? Andy's top podcast tip.
Yeah, I think you do. I think you get consistency is key. That's in everything, really.
Yeah, mate, absolutely. Consistency is key.
I feel, can we bleep these out?
No.
I think these are like tips of Andy at the end.
Oh, I like it.
We haven't even done a gigabyte this week.
Nah. We've not been consistent with the gigabyte.
No.
Structure is not our bag. Right, let's get going because we've got somewhere to be.
Yeah, we're moving.
Yeah, we go.
On the move.
Well done today, mate. I'm proud of you.
Is the G going?
Why would the G go? It's mobile. Nah, G's not there.
And your mobile phone.
But
You've got the candidates playing hard to get. They'll call you next week, or no, not yet. So much time of going to and fro. You got another offer, or salary's too low. Hours or searching and hours of stress. Come on, candidates, just gig it a rest. just Giig at a rest.